What happens when an American muscle SUV refuses to disappear? Because the Dodge Durango has survived something, most performance SUVs haven't an industry moving aggressively toward electrification, downsizing, and efficiency. And now, the 2027 Durango could be where that story gets really interesting. We are talking about a vehicle expected to combine the Durango's aggressive personality with newer technology, a more modern cabin, and potentially electrified powertrain technology. But here's the question: can Dodge make the Durango more efficient without taking away what made it special in the first place? Because if you're thinking about buying a 3-row SUV in the next few years, this is one update you may want to watch closely. Next, design evolution. The Durango already has one of the most recognizable silhouettes in the segment, but the next generation model is expected to push that attitude even further. Expect a more aggressive front fascia, updated LED lighting, a wider stance, sharper bodywork, and aerodynamic improvements designed to make the Durango look more modern without losing its unmistakable Dodge identity. And that's important because Dodge doesn't need to make the Durango look like every other crossover on the road. It needs to make it look like a Dodge, the kind of SUV you recognize in your rearview mirror, and that identity could become one of its biggest advantages. Hybrid power. Now we get to the part that could completely change the Durango equation: electrification. Dodge has already entered the electrified performance era with its Hurricane-powered vehicles and plug-in hybrid technology elsewhere in the Stellantis lineup. So a future Durango could potentially use a more efficient electrified powertrain while preserving the strong torque and performance buyers expect. Imagine instant electric assistance combined with a turbocharged gasoline engine, more low-end torque, smoother acceleration, potentially better fuel economy, and less compromise during everyday driving. But here's the catch: nobody buys a Durango because they want an appliance. They buy it because they want capability with attitude. So the real test isn't whether Dodge can make the Durango hybrid, it's whether Dodge can make a hybrid Durango still feel like a Durango, and that's where things get interesting. Performance without compromise. Horsepower numbers look great on a screen, but torque delivery is what you actually feel. An electrified Durango could have a major advantage here. Electric motors can deliver torque almost instantly, helping the SUV feel responsive when pulling away from a stop, merging onto the highway, or towing. And with intelligent all-wheel drive potentially working alongside that powertrain, the Durango could deliver stronger traction while using power more efficiently. Interior and driver technology. This is where the next Durango has an opportunity to make a major leap. Expect Dodge's latest interior technology to bring a larger digital instrument cluster, a more sophisticated infotainment interface, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and improved smartphone integration. But there's more. The Durango needs to remain a genuine family vehicle. That means usable third-row space, flexible cargo capacity, smart storage, and comfortable seats for long-distance travel. You can have 500 horsepower, but if your family hates spending 3 hours inside the vehicle, none of it matters. The goal isn't to make driving feel robotic. It's to give you another layer of protection when traffic gets unpredictable. And for families, that's a major upgrade because performance gets your attention, but confidence keeps it. Why the 2027 Durango could be important? The automotive industry is changing rapidly. Traditional V8s are becoming harder to justify, 3-row SUVs are getting more expensive, and buyers are being asked to choose between efficiency and personality. The Durango has an opportunity to challenge that assumption. If Dodge can combine electrification with serious towing capability, strong performance, modern technology, and the unmistakable character that made the Durango famous. So the real question isn't whether the 2027 Dodge Durango will be faster, it's whether Dodge can make it smarter without making it less exciting. And if they get that balance right, the Durango could enter its most important chapter yet. If you want to see where the American performance SUV market is heading next, click the video on your screen right now.